Hi everyone, Hannah here. So I wanted to do a vlog. I do those, about once every other month? So I thought, it's time to do one. And I just wanted to come on here and talk with y'all. As you know, with the coronavirus going on for several months now, um, you know, the process of getting the boxes out has slowed. And June and July, it was like really slow. I mean, it was pathetically slow. And but I have made some changes to where, we can get the orders out quickly. And so there's just some things I wanted to come on here and talk about, like where we're at now, the takeaways from July, what to expect for August. So the takeaways from July, the boxes were, I don't know, it depends. It depends on when you order. The beginning of the month, I mean, it is slow because I have so many orders to get out in the first couple of weeks, and it's very hard to get those orders out in a 3 to 5 business day turnaround time. So you may have noticed that it took maybe 2 weeks for you to get your box. And I do apologize. I don't want to make y'all wait any longer than you have to. I know when I order things, I want it shipped out in a couple of days. I'm impatient. Thankfully, y'all are a whole lot more patient than I am and a whole lot more sweeter than I am to put up with me. But nevertheless, I still do want to get your boxes sent out more quickly. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, it's not going to be a 3 or 5 day turnaround time. I have updated the two platforms that I sell on is through cratejoy.com and then also my website, danagirlsdesigns.com. I have went ahead and updated those to reflect that the turnaround time to get the boxes out, a maximum length that you will have to wait is about 7 days, 7 business days. I will be working very hard around the clock to make sure that for the month of August your boxes are not getting sent out more than 7 business days. So that way you will be able to get your box within 2 weeks from the time you place your order. I know that still is kind of a long time, but it is a little bit quicker than what it has been. June was one of those months where it was a lot of curveballs. It was the first time that we designed our own paper, we printed our own paper, we cut our own paper and journaling cards and die cuts. So it was a lot of hands-on, and it slowed the production down. It slowed the assembly line down to get the boxes out. And then on top of that, the printer that I purchased, it kept running out of ink. I mean, like in a couple of days, the ink was gone. And I was like, my goodness. So, I went ahead and had ordered more ink just to get some in, get the stuff printed. But then I ended up getting a different printer at the end of June. I was like, I can't spend, $400 a month just on ink. That affects my bottom line. So I was able to find this printer sitting behind me, this big printer. And at the end, it was maybe about the 3rd week of June. It was like June 20 something. And so I printed out the paper, but it was no longer the 12 by 12 borderless like I liked, like y'all are used to. The closest I can get is 11 3/4 by 11 3/4. I've been on the phone with Epson. I've been on the phone with Adobe Photoshop, and that is the biggest that we can make it, which it doesn't seem to be a deal breaker for y'all. Y'all seem to be okay with that. Maybe it's just me being nitpicky. I want to make sure I'm giving you the best of the best that I possibly can give you. So maybe it's just more of a deal breaker for me. But I'm glad that y'all are loving the papers. I've received, several, people have come to me like, I love the paper. It is just the prettiest paper I've ever seen, which I really do appreciate that. It helps me because I'm a newbie when it comes to designing paper, and I feel like we're doing a really good job at it. I've been in the scrapbook industry for, since the early 90s. Is that when scrapbooking came out? It's been a long time ago. It was before the Cricut cutters and the paper trimmers, and it's I've been in it for since I was a teenager, and just absolutely loved scrapbooking, and so and there's different companies that are just the best of the best when it comes to scrapbooking paper. Y'all know that I love Prima. Prima Marketing is my favorite company, and that is who I started. A few years ago, they contacted me to sell their products, so I became a reseller to sell their products. And then I thought, well, why not just sell the products? Why not put kits together? And, they thought that was a very creative idea. So that's what I did. I sold kits. And then I thought, why not turn this into a subscription box? That way you don't have to manually go on and pay each month. It will just draft from your account, and it would be easier, less hands-on for you to have to deal with. So then that's what I did back in April of last year. And it has been a huge hit. People really do like that. Just not really having to worry about it. The money comes out of your account. I get the email, hey, you've been paid. And so then I get to work on it and get it out to you. So it has been a great deal. I am trying to brand my own company and kind of do some of my own things that sets me apart, and which Prima knows that I have made them aware of that. I still do use their products because they have really good products for the mixed media boxes and the mix box. I use their paint. They have the best paint that I have ever used before. It's really good for the professional grade quality that it is. It's very cost effective in my opinion, and most of my customers will agree too. And so I do still buy all of those items from them, and sometimes I will also buy the stencils. I buy their paint. Some months I buy their flowers. Some months I buy their stamps. So I do still incorporate Prima into my boxes. I just want to set myself apart, make a name for Dana Girls Designs with our own paper and journaling cards and die cuts. That's kind of the starting of all of this. It hopefully will go into other products, but for right now, we're just kind of sticking with the paper. I do have some announcements on boxes that I do want to make. So the takeaway from July is we are going to get your boxes out quicker. Somehow, some way, we're going to get them out quicker to you. I promise you that. If I have to stay up till 4 o'clock in the morning working on boxes, I will get them boxes out. So, but we are, already in printing production for the August collection. I am super stoked about the August collection. We are doing English, tea, kind of Victorian style paper. I'm super excited. I mean, it's looking amazing, and I cannot wait to show y'all in a couple of days. So I will be putting that video up here soon, just to give you a rundown on the paper, the journaling cards, what to expect for the August boxes, and so that you can see it for yourself. Right now I'm just going to talk it, but I'll come back on and do a video to actually show you. So, takeaway from July, we're getting the boxes out quicker. We're already putting them together. The thing, and it's, you know, just learning, you know, always learning. You will never know enough, so it's always good to learn. You can always learn. And so we'll be getting the boxes out, you know, quicker. We're also going to be making some changes to the boxes. Every few months I do an evaluation on the cost of the supplies, you know, what each box is costing me, and then what I sell it for. As you may be aware, the cost of supplies have went up, which leads me to what I'm about to say, which is not, I try to delay this and put it off as long as I possibly could because I don't want to do this. The mixed media boxes and the junk journal boxes, the prices stay the same. Those are priced well enough for me right now, so I'm not going to make changes to those boxes, which is good because those are my bread and butter. However, the scrapbook boxes, and this was a complete oversight, I feel so stupid right now. The scrapbook boxes, I am not making any money on. And I was like, whoa, how can that happen? So, you know, I do a rundown where I literally will write everything down. And so on the scrapbook box, because I write down, you know, the cost of every little bitty thing, the main thing that is costing me money is the score tape on the boxes. Initially, I never charged enough for the scrapbook boxes, obviously. And then the price of the score tape, the price on that has went up. I can't find a supplier to offer it for the price that it used to sell for. And so that is affecting my bottom line. You know, because just for the score tape in each box is costing me $4.60. You know, I should be able to get that for $2, and I cannot get it for $2. You know, I'm still wanting to do some research on that, but, you know, obviously on the scrapbook boxes, I never did charge enough. I always charged $25 for the basic, $20 for the sample, $40 for the premium. The scrapbook basic box, effective for August boxes and moving forward, will go up to $30. That'll be the same price as what the junk journal box is. Also, we will no longer be having score tape in the boxes. Now, on the pending orders that people have already paid for, that I am working on getting those out, you will get the score tape. I will honor my word to you. I don't want to change those midstream. You know, I want to give you the score tape. That's what the listing said you were going to get, and that's what you will get. Moving forward for the scrapbook boxes, and this is for the sample, the basic, and the premium, you will be getting a bottle of the Aleene's Tacky Glue, which is this right here. This is a nice size bottle, 3 ounces. I use this, as you know, in the tutorials. I like it better. I like to use the Aleene's Tacky Glue. It retains its adhesive ability for a much longer time than score tape. any kind of tape, score tape, red line tape. It uses its adhesive ability over time. You know, humidity, water damage, you know, just whatever elements. And, you know, and you'll notice that over time, maybe a page that you had taped with a score tape, it's, you know, coming apart. But with the Aleene's tacky glue, or, you know, if you've noticed with other wet glues, maybe Fabri-Tac or the Art Glitter glue, it really holds its adhesiveness a whole lot better. Adhesiveness, is that a word? But it holds it a whole lot better. So I really think that I'm giving you a better quality, and you're also getting, you know, a bunch of this in a bottle. So, you know, that will definitely last to make an entire scrapbook, maybe a couple of the whole scrapbook albums. And, you know, I know, you know, that when you watch the scrapbook tutorial videos, you know, they talk about the score tape, you know, and I think it's probably more of like a trendy item to use. It's easier to just, you know, whip it out, spread it on, cut it or tear it, and then pull the backing off, and less messy, you know, and I do get that. You know, I always have like a little wet wipe with me when I'm using the wet glue, because, you know, it kind of gets on your fingers. You're like trying to get it off. You know, but other than that, it is a great product to use. So that will be going in the scrapbook boxes starting for August. Also, I will no longer be offering the scrapbook sample boxes to new customers. I will keep the existing customers on the books. The price will no longer be $20. It will go up to $25. Since the basic boxes are going up to $30, the sample boxes have to go up to $25. Because apparently selling the sample boxes, I was actually losing $1 for every sample box I sold. And I was like, whoa, that is a huge oversight. I'm just finding that out after 16 months of doing this. So, and it's probably just over time with the cost of things going up that I'm like, wow. So anyway, and no more premium boxes to new customers. It takes me a lot of time because there's 24 sheets of paper that goes in the premium box. There's 45 journaling cards that goes in the box. You also get the full, you know, package of die cuts, which some months it's like 23, some months it's like 30. That is a lot of product that goes into that box, a lot of time that it takes for me to print those items, to cut down those items, to put in the box. I will keep the existing premium customers on the books if you so wish to keep yours. I don't want to, you know, strip things from you. You know, my premium customers are happy with their boxes. They love it. I will have to go up to $45 for those boxes instead of the $40 that it has been. You know, again, I hate having to be the bearer of bad news. I mean, it just, when I crunched the numbers last night, I just almost cried, mostly for the fact that I have to come on here and give you this horrible news. But I have researched the market well enough to know that my prices are very, very competitive with what others are offering, and I do give you a lot of products in your boxes. So with that being said, you know, hopefully it will not come as too much of a shock to you that the prices do have to go up for the scrapbook boxes. Also, the mix box, which is a new box that I've just been offering for the last few months. This box has been priced at $40. It will have to go up to $45. I crunched the numbers, and it's not good. And I think because there's extra items going into this box, the heavyweight chipboard, the scrapbook paper, those are the main things that's costing the money. Um, you know, if I bought, a sheet of, a competitor's premium, scrapbook piece of paper, the cost on that at wholesale is 50 cents. With the cost of me to print the paper, it's 78 cents a sheet. So it's 28 cents more a sheet. And so you figure that into the prices of what is going into the boxes with all the other items, the flowers, the ink, the stamps. Depending on your box, it might be glitter and sequins, or it might be buttons. There's all kinds of different items that goes into these boxes, as y'all know. So those are the changes in prices for scrapbook and mixed boxes. As I said before, junk journal and mixed boxes will not change in price. We are going to be making a change with ink. I send a little mini ink pad in your boxes. I thought it would be kind of an interesting thing to do to change it up a little bit. I always send in the little ink pads. As you've noticed on the mixed media boxes for the last few months, I have not been stamping anything. I stamped something in May just to show you, because I had some new customers and they were asking about the stamps. And so I only stamped on that project to show you, kind of how to do it. And I don't even know if that was on the mixed media. It might have been on the mixed box. So for the mixed media, the junk journal, and the mixed box, we are going to be doing something a little bit different. And instead of getting the little mini ink pad, we are going to be doing, it's basically my version of Lindy's Stamp Gang. You buy the bottle that has the powder in it, and you mix some, warm water in it, shake it up, and spray it. So we're going to be doing ink sprays. I thought that would be fun. It'd be a fun element. With the mixed boxes and the mixed media, you have the stencil that comes in the box. I thought that would be really fun. If you wanted to spray in there, you could also do like we always do, because y'all know I love the texture paste. I love the crackle paste. We're not changing on that, because that's like my favorite part of the book, that and the paint, of course. But I thought it would be a neat idea, to spray in the stencil. We could go with the crackle paste or texture paste first, let it dry, and then come back and spray it. That would be pretty neat, I think. So I thought we would try that out for the month of August. Give me feedback. Let me know what you think about it. For the junk journal, I thought that would be a good idea to do. It would kind of be a cross between a regular junk journal and an art journal. I know art journal gets into more mixed media. A lot of people will do the ink sprays. They'll also even get into paint and stenciling. So we will, just kind of dab a little with that. We'll start off with the ink sprays in the junk journals versus the little ink pads. The scrapbook boxes will still get the ink pads. I do have a lot of customers that they don't make the scrapbook albums, but they do make cards, and you have to have stamps for your cards. So they will still be getting that. Let me look here and see what else, because I don't want to forget anything here. I think that's pretty much it. We are planning for the release of August boxes, for those that you can pre-order those by this weekend. I do have a shipment that is delayed with Prima that will have the paint and stamps and flowers for the mixed media boxes. I have just a little bit of stuff for like the journal and scrapbook boxes, but it's mostly the mixed media stuff, you know, that is on hold. They said that they are going to do their best to ship it out today. If they ship it out today, you know, I might get it as early as Thursday. But as soon as I get that, I will be working like a mad woman to get pictures on there, get them out to you so you know what to expect. I also will be doing, when I come back on here to do a video showing you what the paper looks like and the cards and the die cuts, I will also show you the colors of the paint and different things that we will be having to go with, like the mixed media boxes, just so that you can get an idea, because the colors for the boxes, you know, it's going to be kind of, you know, Victorian style, kind of shabby chic. We're going to have, you know, pinks and greens, you know, and some other colors in there too, a little bit of blue, and so it's really pretty. It's really pretty. It's not really like pastel colors. Some pages might be a little more on the pastel side, but then some of them is just, those are just the colors. They're not pastel. They're, I guess, I don't know, maybe muted or, you know, but it's really, really pretty. So I can't wait to come on here and show that video to you. You know, hopefully tomorrow or Wednesday I'll be able to come on and do that video for you. So, but that is pretty much it for right now. I hope that, you know, the news that I had to come on here and do, I hope that it will not, you know, I don't know, make you sad. You know, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, especially with so much going on right now in the world. You know, we definitely want to be a happy place for you to come to and, you know, get you a subscription box and have a craft, have a hobby, something that keeps you, you know, sane and positive during this time. It's probably something that I took too long to come on here and do because I just didn't want to. I didn't want to give, you know, that news, but the numbers tell me that I have to, you know, especially when it's mostly the scrapbook boxes, you know, but we, you know, if you have any questions, if you have any concerns, please feel free to reach out to me. And, you know, I don't really know what else to say. But hopefully the news can be taken in good stride and we can move through this together. If not, I completely understand. And again, let me know if you have any questions at all, and I hope you'll have a great day. Bye.